You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming. I study him out on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Before I go see Iron Lung with my dad, I am gonna do some Remember the Flowers for y'all. So let's go ahead and jump back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Love me some cosmic horror, and I actually really enjoyed Iron Lung the game, so I have high hopes. The last part hasn't changed. What has changed though is that I'm... Oh, yeah, this is Lance, okay. The last part hasn't changed. What has changed, though, is that I'm going to be smart about what I want from now on. No more half measures. Gonna make plans, stick to goals, and keep iterating. Both the long term and the short term. For the long, in order to get away from everyone. I need to win my freedom back. It's the same roadblock as everything else. There's no avoiding it. As for the short, I've already started avoiding every possible interaction I can. Only 2 slip-ups so far. Once after Benji said goodnight, and again when Benji said good morning. Some habits are hard to break. If I can keep trying and really commit to this, my selfishness will actually start benefiting other people too. Because no one who's ever met me has ever been better off for it. My parents, whoever they are, were the first ones to realize that. They knew what I was before I was even a year old. When I think about them now, I see 2 white coats in a blank room and I'm behind glass. And they're looking at me through that window, for months maybe, getting to know me. Making sure that I'm someone better off not knowing them back. I guess that's what being emotionally intelligent means. Benji, Vivian, Cyrus, Aaron, Reggie. I couldn't see what my parents saw, and being fair, I couldn't either. But I can now, and I'm happier for it. I catch myself on the edge of falling asleep and fix it with a hard slap to the face. Bad idea. My hangover from last night is still going strong, and these sharp head movements put the rest of the water I had for breakfast at risk. I stare really damn hard at those clouds again, because I'm not gonna fucking vomit. My claws drag lines across the railing I'm leaning on. The roof door slams open behind me. Found you. I whirl around too fast. My mouth fills with puke in under a second, but I'm able to swallow it down just as quickly. The hell? How? King smirks and taps his Arcadia collar. Better question is, why are you up here in the first place? My fists curl, claws pressing into my palms, and I stammer out a response that almost sounds apologetic. No one was around. I thought it was abandoned. My ID let me in. I flinched and snarl as the rhino hobbles toward me, keeping himself between me and the exit. He holds out a plastic bag. Man, you look like shit. Want a beer? I shake my head. King pushes me back a step before I even take one forward. Take the beer. I reach into the bag and pull out a glass with something without a label. The lid looks sealed. Just nod and don't say anything else. Be nothing. Commit. King sets the bag on the ground with a clink before pulling out his own. He cracks it open with his teeth and takes a loud gulp. You know, this place is under renovation. Truth be told, most people aren't allowed up here. But we aren't most people, are we? He leans against the railing beside me, casual-like. You really do look like shit, by the way. Before I can keep my damn mouth shut, I reach for the nearest insult I can. Forget something? King's eyes widen a notch. Holy shit. He looks down at the missing limb I gestured at. Well, would you look at that? Could have sworn I went with both arms today. That's just embarrassing. His eyes snap back to mine, and his grin has me snarl on instinct. I'll ask again. Why are you up here? Did you think the sidewalk needed a paint job? What the hell is your problem with me? Big man shrugs. Patsy told me y'all ain't getting along, so I guess I need to set you straight. Here, hold on. I even took some notes for this. He fishes through his pants until pulling out a crumpled piece of scrap paper. Oh, that's really good art. Damn. This is just another roadblock. Trial. All I need to do is not respond. He'll get bored, then he'll leave, and I can get back to what I was doing. Like it or not, I'm your captain until we capture Cyrus Cantwell. That means you're going to be tagging along with us real soon, and if you can't get along with us at the gym, how am I supposed to trust you when we're out there in the shit? I work better alone. You work however damn well I tell you to. Darius gave your leash to me, and that's just something we're all going to have to deal with. It's like I have to deal with everyone these days. Newsflash, but that's what it's like having a job. Oh, so now you care about me doing my job. That's rich, because here I thought you wanted me to get lost, the way you've been ignoring me for the last week. Aw, poor little puppy dog, get his feelings hurt. I think about throwing the bottle at his head. Then I remember the knife in my right pocket. You clearly don't want me here. Fine by me. I'll be more than happy to get the hell out of your hair as soon as goddamn possible. because I know what I want. And what I want is having nothing to do with anything in this. Sweep the bottle by the neck out of the city beyond. Crazy, fucked up hellhole you're a part of. I want that last part out. Wish I just shut my damn mouth instead. Goddamn, Lance, you're really not having a fun time in Resume, are you? Are you getting enough sleep? I growl, pushes through my teeth. Look, buddy, you want to know what my problem is? I'll spell it out for you. I read your file. My what? After the night we met, that scum-sucking weasel friend of ours dropped a big yellow folder right on my lap. Actually, I think I'm gonna do a bit of a southern drawl for King, just to kind of mix up these voices a bit. You'd be damn surprised just how much this place knows about you. Okay, why would I care about that? February 5th, 263 AD. Ring any bells? The smirk I have comes easy enough. Congrats. You know my birthday, so what? But King's grin doesn't falter. Let me help you out with this one. Resume's got everything on you but a birth cert, so what does that mean? Means you weren't born in a hospital. The 5th ain't your birthday, kid. It's your surrender date. King gestures at the paper he's holding. St. Francis Boys Home, Matlock, Arizona. Intake status, identity partial, first name only. Estimated age, 3 months. That makes you a what? King looks up at the sky for a moment. Scorpio? Anyway, personal effects. 1 blanket and a note card. Lance. No medical records and no return address. Then we got an emotional assessment here. Age 4. Subject displays aggressive tendencies. Selectively mute. Resistant to authority figures. Age 6. Social development arrested at single relationship stage. Not the nicest way to say you only had one friend if you ask me, but... Says you clawed off all the wallpaper after you got a room reassignment. And judging by the handwriting I saw, I think you really pissed them off with that one. I cover my stomach with my free hand. It's like my guts are gonna fall out again. Foster attempt number 1. Returned after 6 days. Incompatible with family's dynamic. Foster attempt number 2. Emergency removal following destruction of foster siblings' possessions. Looks like they stopped trying after that. The last bit just says age 16, absent without leave. Your folder had a lot of boring stuff in there after, but the part that I really care about came at the very end. I wrote down here, resume asset performance file for Lance Krager. Activation day June 26, 288 AD. Designation, mercenary. Success rate, 92%. Over 2 years and you recovered nearly a dozen subjects. Great work. He looks up from the paper. Except they didn't pay you much after that first one though, huh? Gotta be a pristine carrier for the good money, whatever the hell that means. What's it, 600 grand for one of those? I nod at the ground. Come now, Lance, stop giving me that sad puppy face. You'll break my heart. The scrap paper is balled up and stuffed in his pocket, and he leans back, dragging out a sip from his beer, watching me. I'm not sure what to say. I don't think I blinked for a full minute. I also think I missed the part I'm supposed to be in trouble for. I mean, King works for these shitheads too. It's not like he's a damn saint. I didn't come with a last name. Look, you may think you're some kind of victim right now, but I bet if we talked to that first guy you brought in, the one that got you to turncoat for these quacks, I bet he'd say different, wouldn't he? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Xavier Soul. I got a lot of good info out of him. Info about you. Turns out you sold one of your own teammate. Now, I might be a monster, but that is some vile shit, man. Like, you know what the best part is? After selling your own, look where you ended up. King belts out a laugh, dropping his half-finished bottle of beer to slap his thigh. I mean, damn, ain't that funny? What I did. I saved that whole damn squad, and all I got for it was... Hold on, wait, before you lose your cool, just tell me. What'd you do with the money? You still have it, right? Didn't blow it all on liquor? Pills? Was it the guilt? Oh, don't be such a coward, Lance. Tell me what you did with the fucking money. Fuck you. That's what I thought. You're the only one to blame for your own shitty life, kid. Least you could do is leave others out of it. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't want anything to do with you, your squad, or anyone else. Color me convinced. The lone wolf couldn't care less of a shit about anyone. Because as someone who does care a shit, I can't imagine working for the same side that took someone important from me. Someone I cared about. Xavier was never like that. I'm not talking about him anymore. I'm talking about someone you grew up with. That single relationship stage orphan friend of yours. Shut the hell up! See, you're a liar, Lance. You said you saved your whole squad, but you didn't. The rhino grins wider. I'm so angry it physically hurts. Because one of ours killed one of yours, remember? Heard they killed him like a dog. I drop the bottle and whip the knife out into a hammer grip all in one motion. We stare at each other for a breath, and the part of my mind detached from the rage burning through every vein in my body thinks, well, at least my hangover's gone. My body is a coiled spring. Oh god. Wonder how this is gonna go. He can still probably beat the shit out of Lance with one arm, but also at the same time, Lance is, pretty skilled himself. Let's go, kid. I lunged forward, blade first, thrusting at the rhino's exposed neck. And just as I'm about to land the strike, his neck isn't there anymore. The big man had sidestepped me effortlessly. I stumbled forward and just managed to catch myself from falling over. Then I flipped the knife in my hand and swing it back around at his abdomen. But that's gone too. Again, King is 2 steps away from where I aimed. That's it! Keep it coming! Each time I drive the blade into his body, I'll end up stabbing air. I can't even graze him. How is he so fast for someone his size? Before I can make my next move, I can feel something massive barrel into my stomach and the wind is knocked out of me. I'm launched back, slamming into the metal door over 10 feet away from where I was. I slump to my knees, then my hands. I vomit. There's not much in me, so not much comes out. Twice. 3 times, until ropes of drool tied between my teeth flex in and out with each breath I take. When I finally look back up at King, he's already leaning on the railing again, a new beer in hand. He looks down at me. You're gonna have to do better than that if you want any blood from me. I drag myself up, dagger still in my right hand, left covering my stomach. My teeth are gritted together, which makes panting through them hard. Tell you what, I'll give you a freebie. Give me your best shot right here on my neck. He tilts his head to the side. I stumble forward, seeing the trap for what it is, but too out of my mind to care. I don't give him the time to make some shitty remark about it. I drive the blade down onto the gray canvas. And it doesn't do anything. The knife snaps in 2 on contact. Aaron's knife. Its sharp end clatters over the edge, and all I'm left with holding is the stump. It didn't even leave a scratch. Oh well, you tried. King stands, and all the fight or flight drains out of me there, replaced by a scream to surrender. My hands are shaking. What are you? He's looming over me now, his massive figure casting an imposing and suffocating shadow. I don't know how I feel about death yet, the elements of it, its fundamental parts. I don't even know what questions to ask. If I just had more time. I know Artemis been dragging you around the facility. I'm assuming he's already given you the lab tour. Ah, okay, he's a super soldier. I nod limply. Take a guess then. What am I? Scientist? What? No! King slaps his heavy hand on my shoulder. I nearly fold in half. I'll explain it like it is. What do you think Darius looks for when recruiting talent? The best of the best, I guess. Wrong. You think anyone who's already the best would agree to wearing a bomb on their neck? Nah, fuck that. All Darius needs is anyone desperate enough to kiss his ass. I know what you're thinking. Hard to imagine the King ever fit in that description. But there was a time when you and I had a lot more in common. Back when I was a good-for-nothing half-pint, doing the best I could to stay alive. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon or YouTube memberships if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!